before I start talking about that, I want to talk about Roger Gutierrez winning a unanimous decision over Rene Alvarado. Obviously, neither of these guys are huge names, but Alvarado had a belt, and Gutierrez I had seen upset, a young prospect that was undefeated, and he had knocked that guy out. So I thought it was interesting that he was in title position. And all three scores, 113, 112 across the board, because Gutierrez was able to score 3 knockdowns throughout the fight. So, truth be told, all 3 judges saw Alvarado winning more rounds than Gutierrez, but the knockdowns ultimately are what make the difference. And actually, the knockdown that he had in the 12th round is the difference between a win and a draw. If he doesn't get that knockdown, even if he wins the round, 7-5 with 2 knockdowns is 113, 113 across the board. So what was interesting was Alvarado's style generally is more well put together. He's more technically sound. He's more consistent in what he does. Gutierrez has lulls, and he has periods where he holds a lot, and he has periods where he kind of just backs straight up across the ring. Like, I don't know if he switches off or it's just that's how he gets air or whatever, or he was saving a, sort of a last volley for the end of the fight. But, overall, Alvarado was more consistent in what he was doing, but there was something about Gutierrez's timing, when he caught him in that 3rd round. So he drops him twice in the 3rd round, completely changes the landscape of the fight. But by the middle rounds, it actually kind of seems like Alvarado's bullying him around a bit. I would say by the 5th or 6th round, he's sort of pushing Gutierrez around. And my thinking was that, all right, he's going to have won enough rounds down the stretch here. Going into the 12th, this is what I'm thinking, that he's going to be able to, win a decision. Because he's just been winning, 5, 6, 7 rounds in a row. And then he gets dropped again in the 12th round. So as much as, on the whole, it felt like Alvarado fought a better, smarter, more consistent fight, I think that Gutierrez was very clutch in the 12th round. And the first 5 rounds of the fight, were very 50-50. Give him those 2 knockdowns. 3 knockdowns is difficult to overcome. You literally do have to win 8 rounds then to get a decision if you get dropped 3 times. So it does make it very difficult, and ultimately those are the moments of the fight that decided the decision, literally. So I think that was a very exciting win for Gutierrez. I know these guys are at featherweight. I don't know of the elite level featherweights who Gutierrez can compete with, but if this was a rematch of a fight that Alvarado previously won, I would love to see a 3rd fight. Why don't we get a 3rd fight out of this one? These guys are clearly a fun matchup. They have a good mesh of styles. Their styles mix well. So I don't see any reason not to do a 3rd fight. I think it would be a great co-main event in really any card, and maybe the main event of a smaller, bubble type card.